Hi Cancers, welcome to your July 2020 Taroscope. I found out that I just hit 50 subscribers, so that is awesome. Thank you who have been with this channel since day one. To people who have can come along the way, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. Really, it means a lot that people are checking me out. And I know some people think that, hey, 50 is not that many people, but you know, it's better than no one, right? So Cancers, this video is for Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury. I always say Mercury, it's important because it's how we communicate, and as you know, when Mercury goes retrograde, it's a huge deal because we're more likely to be misunderstood. It's kind of a time to really make sure you're checking fine print and all of that, and like you really know everything you are doing before getting into a situation. Like you should always do it, but like Mercury retrograde is a time where it's more likely to be like that. You might have more issues with like electronics and your cars and things like that. So Mercury is very, very, very important. So if you are new to my channel, what I do is I shuffle 8 cards and a 9th card off camera because I record everything from my phone. And then from my phone, I upload it to the YouTube app, which can take anywhere from like 2-3 hours to upload to 4 or 5 days, which happened with Scorpio's video last month. And I did Scorpio before your guys' video last month, which I'm sorry I ended up doing that again this time, but their video only took like 2 days to upload, so, or less than 2 days. It only took a day, I think, or I don't know, but yeah, so I am excited to get into your guys' video. I was gonna say read and then I started saying video, so anyways, your overall energy, excuse me, is the Fool card in reverse. So to me, I feel like there could be maybe a lot of self-doubt, because to me the Fool card is someone who has like extremely and a huge amount of confidence. Not doesn't always mean it's good confidence, but they have a lot of confidence, and there's usually like this card is also associated with like having lots of things like extravagance. And in reverse, it's like very much the opposite. You might be lacking confidence. You might not be as blissful as you normally are. Or even the person you are dealing with, they might not be as blissful. And I want to point out that I can pick up on sometimes like cross-watchers energy for people who want to know what's going on with Cancer. Like their energy can influence this read too. I just want to make that clear. But yeah, it's just like maybe you or the person you're dealing with aren't as confident right now. There's not a lot of, good things going on, which I understand because with everything going on in the world, it's very much understandable why there's not a lot of good things going on and why you're not as blissful. Like it's totally, like it makes sense if that's how you are feeling. But starting your read, your first card is the Star card, which this can represent an Aquarius. So if you have Aquarius placements, or if you are dealing with someone with Aquarius placements, I would say depending on where that placement is, it could be a really good thing going on. But anyways, the Star card is about either you or someone else is looking at someone with admiration. So someone could be looking at you with tons of admiration. You could be looking at someone with tons of admiration. It's really like seeing someone as wonderful, bright, luminescent, like literally a star, right? And this could also be fame too. Some of you may be coming into you or the person you're dealing with, maybe, becoming a little bit more popular, a little bit more famous. It could be something like that. It can even be like finance, like a financial glow up type of thing. Things are going good financially. It's a really good card to have, the Star card. But you do have the Ace of Wands in reverse, which this can, so swords do represent air signs, which would be Aquarius, which you just got that card. Libra, or Gemini. So again, you could have air placements. You could be dealing with someone with air placements. But if not, the Ace of Swords is to me usually about a time for introspectiveness, like basically looking within, taking time to think about things. If you are being creative, I feel like it's a time to keep it to yourself right now and not share it with other people. It's a time for like maybe not making too many quick movements right now, because swords are known for quick movement energy, and it's like a time right now to kind of take things slow. Take it slow. Either you or the person you're dealing with, and this could even be for like relationships and dating, like you might need to take it slow right now. It could be with, if you are someone who works from home, maybe you are putting too much on your plate where it's like, okay, you need to kind of take a breather and relax. Your next card, though, is the Justice card, which this card can represent Libra, which, again, another air sign. So again, if you have Libra placements or someone you're dealing with has Libra placements, like depending on where it's at, this is a good thing. But anyways, the Justice card is literally about getting justice, whether it's a work situation, with friends, with family, relationship, finance, whatever. Something is finally going to get the justice it deserves. A situation is finally get justice that it deserves, whether it's you or the person you're dealing with, like finally justice for that situation or the thing is coming towards you. Also, just because I have to say this, because I know Libras are about balance and striving for balance. Maybe some of you may be really hardcore striving for balance in your life, or the person you're dealing with right now, they're really trying to find a good balance of things. I just want to point that out just in case. Okay. Your next card is the Ten of Swords in reverse, which I'm glad this is in reverse, because that means most of you are coming out of this defeated feeling. Also, this card is literally, because it's swords on someone's back, it's literally coming out of dealing with someone having, betrayed you. If someone has betrayed you, I am deeply sorry that you went through that. If you betrayed someone else now, we gotta attack. You can't be doing that to people. But it's whoever is the person who got betrayed, they're coming out of it. Or will be coming out of it. If you haven't come out of it yet, you will be, okay? We'll figure out why, because that's why I have the After Tarot cards. But yeah, and then your next card is the Hanged Man in reverse. So this card sometimes is associated with Taurus. But in general, this card is about your perspective. And since it's in reverse, I feel like your perspective is stuck. Things aren't really going anywhere. Nothing is moving. It's just stuck. Either your perspective on something is stuck, but it needs to change, or someone else's perspective is stuck and it needs to change. We do have the King of Wands, which wands do represent fire signs, which would be Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. If you aren't dealing with those placements or don't have those placements, the King of Wands is honestly, this card is about there's like a lack of passion, there's a lack of chemistry, there's a lack of heat. And this could just be about work. This doesn't necessarily have to be about romance, but this is basically, there's a lack of passion. There's a lack of, intensity. There's a lack, it's just kind of boring. It's dull. There's nothing there. Yeah, you could even be dealing like with the like negative sides of someone who's a fire sign, which would be like hot-headedness, quick-tempered, intense but not in a good way. Like, you could be dealing with that too. Your next card is the Hierophant in reverse, which this card does represent a Taurus. So if you are for sure dealing with a Taurus, be careful. If you're not dealing with a Taurus or don't have Taurus placements, to me it's like you aren't trusting yourself. You're kind of not maybe following instincts and like laws, and you're not doing things that you should be doing right now. Or I can't remember if it's the Hierophant or the High Priestess, but one of those cards has to do with fertility and potentially getting pregnant. If you were planning on that, it's probably not going to happen right now. If you were someone who, was worried about getting pregnant and that's not what you wanted, I think you're good. You're in the clear. Just want to point that out. Okay. And your last card before I clarify is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So Pentacles do represent earth signs, which would be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. If you don't have those placements or aren't dealing with someone who has those placements, the Ten of Pentacles is a card that you don't want in reverse. There's some cards, because I want to clarify, there are cards that are good whether or not you get them upright or reverse. This is not one of those cards. This is a card that's saying like there's a lack of foundation, there's a lack of solidness between you and a situation, a person, relationship, work. Like, it's just, there's a lot of things. There's a lack of finance, there's a lack of wanting to put in hard work, there's a lack of like nurturing, there's just a lack of so many things. It's or someone is not, you are not in a place yet where you have your Ten of Pentacles. To me, because Ten of Pentacles is a little bit like a step further than the Ten of Cups, because Ten of Cups is about emotional fulfillment, and it's like that person is there and you have all those things that you want out of like a romantic relationship. But to me, the Ten of Pentacles is like, not only do you have that romantic relationship that you think is ideal and that you really want, it's like you also have the career going on, you're in a good financial situation, things are good and solid and grounded kind of everywhere, right? Or it's close to it. In reverse, I think you're so far from it, or the situation with someone isn't gonna work out. They're not your Ten of Pentacles, you're not their Ten of Pentacles. We're gonna clarify obviously to see what's going on a little bit more, but that is so far kind of what is going on for you guys. Just so then looking at it quickly as a whole, I kind of feel like either you or someone else really does view someone with such wonder and amazement. Now this could be the person you could have betrayed. You could have betrayed this person. This person could have betrayed you. And so the situation needs a lot of justice to come forward for things to be better, to heal between you guys. And because things have not healed yet, like, there's both of you are taking time to think to yourself, keeping to yourself. There's no movement going on, nothing between you guys. Your perspective of maybe how things went is very stuck. Their perspective on things, how it went, is very stuck. There's a lack of chemistry between you guys. There's just a lack of like good solid foundation. It's been broken. That's kind of what I'm seeing as a whole. Alrighty. Let's clarify. Why is the Fool in reverse for Cancer for July 2020? Okay. So you have the Sun in reverse. So yeah, you could be dealing with a Leo or someone who has Leo placements, but this card is that there's a lack of warmth. There's a lack of happiness, there's a lack of chemistry, there's a lack of childlike, fun, playful energy. So I feel like that there's a lack of that, and that is causing, I think, there to be unhappiness. Like, on someone's end, there is not a warmth and happy, positive feeling. Okay, but why is the Star card here then? Why is the Star card here? Okay, you have two cards that want to come out. Ay, what is going on? Well, I do think some of you are coming out of a third-party situation. So maybe it's like you or the person you were dealing with kind of had two people they were deciding between, and finally they kind of came to a decision. They may have came to it too late, but they're like, oh yeah, this is the person, this is my person, and they took so long. Then you get the King of Cups in reverse, which I think, yeah, I think there was a late realization to who they wanted. I really do. That's what I think is going on. There was a late realization of who they wanted. Okay, why is the Ace of Swords in reverse in this read? Why is the Ace of Swords in this read? I don't know what I did to my shin, but it has been bothering me. Sorry, I had to share it with you guys. All right. Why is... Okay. Another set of 2 cards want to fall out. Okay. So you have the 8 of Pentacles. Again, Pentacles, which I forgot to say, cups represent water signs, because you got the 3 of Cups and the King of Cups here. And, well, King of Cups in reverse, 3 of Cups in reverse, and the King of Cups in reverse. Cups do represent water signs, which would be you guys, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, and then you got Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles in reverse, and then the 10 of Wands upright. Pentacles, again, represent earth signs. Wands represent fire signs. To me, this together is like, there was a lack of hard work. Something didn't pay off, and it's kind of like, even though maybe you or the other person was feeling a little bit defeated, you haven't entirely given up. You're kind of like taking a breather, but you're still going to keep going. Okay. Why is the Justice card here for Cancer for July 2020? Why is the Justice card here? Why is this Justice card in this read? Oh, that's way too many. Sorry. What is with all these 2 cards wanting to fall out? Okay, so you have the Knight of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups. So, the Knight of Pentacles is usually about an offer, whether it is romantic, finance, even career type thing, job-wise, friendship, family. It's an offer that is coming towards you, or a message. However, Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving energy. So you could have this really good and positive, solid message coming towards you, but it's going to take a long time. However, you have the 7 of Cups here, which the 7 of Cups is about being careful, being careful what you wish for. Like, making sure you really think about everything before you decide on something. So, there's a situation that needs justice, and maybe you're not sure, the situation has not yet come to you, but I think you need to be really careful with what you decide to do, because you can either get the justice that is needed for the situation, you or the other person, or you can put yourself in a situation where it ends up being worse. So be careful. Okay, why is the 10 of Swords in reverse in this read? Ooh, Cancer. Who did you piss off, or who pissed you off? Because, like, gosh, this read. What is going on? Okay. You have the Ace of Swords. So, the Ace of Wands in reverse. So this card is about, again, kind of the same thing as, like, the King of Wands. Like, this one is usually about creation. So there's definitely a huge lack of creation. I would say a huge lack of passion, fire, chemistry, heat, intimacy, like sexy good times. Like, there's a lack of it, and that could be why someone decided to betray you, or because maybe there's a lull right now and things are kind of stagnant and not really going anywhere. You are feeling like betrayal is coming, or again, someone could have, just because there was a 3 of Cups there, and the 3 of Cups represents third-party situations, someone could have cheated because they felt like there was a lack of chemistry, a lack of, sexual chemistry, all that type of, like, there was a lack of something that made someone potentially betray someone is what I'm getting for sure. There's a lack of chemistry, a lack of mutual feelings, and they decided to cheat, but they could have, like, you know, just been upfront and honest. Okay, we do have the Two of Swords, which this is clarifying the Hangman in reverse, I'm sorry. Which is usually, you know, someone having to kind of make a decision, and to me it's like wanting other people or other things to make the decision for you, like trying to be like, okay, I'm just gonna let the universe decide, or I'm just gonna let these two people kind of decide. But I don't think it's necessarily a good idea, because it's clarifying the Hangman in reverse, and it's kind of like you are maybe a little bit too scared to make a decision. So you're like, I'm gonna let the universe do it, but, you know, it might not go the way you think. Why is the King of Wands in reverse in this read for Cancer? Why is the King of Wands in reverse for Cancer? Oh, that one is blue. Okay, you have the Moon card, which can represent Pisces. So you may have Pisces placements. You may be dealing with someone who has Pisces placements. But this card is literally about secrets and lies and all that coming forward. Like, they're going to be found out. So there could have been some secrets and some lies that have officially come forward. And that is now why there is a lack of connection, of chemistry, intensity, passion in this relationship. It could even be a work situation. I just want to say. Okay. Why is the Hierophant in reverse in this read? Why is the Hierophant in reverse in this read for Cancer for July 2020? Oh. Oof. You got the Five of Cups. So I feel like there was a situation or situations, it could be this situation already, where it didn't work out and you were so upset and hurt over those situations that didn't work out that now you're kind of ignoring good things coming your way. You're ignoring other people around you and, like, people that may need your attention. And it's okay to take time for yourself and work on yourself and heal and make sure you're getting where you need to be. But you're self-isolating and, like, blocking good things out of your life to a point where it's really detrimental. Like, please don't do that. Or this could be the person you're dealing with, you know. They could have been through a really horrible relationship, and even if they have strong feelings about you, or they don't know it, who knows, I don't know, but they're kind of like, they're still kind of ignoring it, you know. Why is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse here? Okay. Why is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse for Cancer for July 2020? Okay, that's what wanted to come out. Ooh, so you have the Six of Pentacles. So either you or the person you were dealing with was accepting less than you or they deserved. And that's obviously, that makes it, that's like why this person, or, you know, either you or the person is just not meant to be, because it's like one of you is giving the other, like, less than they deserve, and then the other of you is accepting less than what they deserve. And whoever it is in the situation, it's like, well, yeah, of course, that's why things aren't working out, or why it's, you know, why this person isn't your Ten of Pentacles, or, you know, yeah. Don't, look, I've said this to, every time I see that card, I just tell everyone, do not accept less than you deserve, and do not give people less than they deserve. If you really cannot, like, commit to someone and give them the type of love that they deserve, don't be with them. Don't waste their time, you know. And if someone is doing that to you, get out of there. get out of that situation. Because Cancer, babies, and just anyone in general, you deserve better. Right, what else does Cancer need to know for July 2020? A reminder, Hamilton, the musical with the original Broadway cast is going to be available on Disney Plus July 3rd. They're not my sponsors. I just wanted to say that because I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for Hamilton. Sorry. I just feel like that needs to be said. Okay. What else? Come on. What else does Cancers need to know for July 2020? This is for Cancers. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury. Okay, these want to fall out. Hi, so we have the King of Wands again in reverse. So yeah, there is definitely a lack of chemistry, a lack of, this isn't working out, babes. I'm so sorry. I don't know who is who in this situation, but it's not working out. You got the Lovers card in reverse, which is can represent a Gemini. You literally had every single air sign represented in this. So some of you really are dealing with air signs or have air sign placements. But either way, this card is like about it's not working out between you and someone. Oh, you had a lot of cards that fell out. Okay, the next card is the Strength card, which can represent a Leo. Which you got the Sun card in reverse earlier. So, but this card is saying that either you or the person you're dealing with needs to have strength, need to have courage, needs to like kind of know that things are going to be okay and that you're going to be all right and that you are going to get through this. You do have the Hierophant again, which does represent a Taurus. So I feel like some of you are kind of getting into a better place of, some of you are going to be healing and doing a lot better with kind of trusting your instincts and knowing what to do and not like letting things get to you. Also, for those of you who are trying to get pregnant, things may come around where you might be able to. So for those of you who don't want to get pregnant, be careful, use protection, blah, blah, blah. You know. Okay, then you have the Page of Wands, which, you know, you may have had a suitor or you may have had a little crush on someone, but like it might not be going anywhere. Just want to point that out because that's kind of what the Page of Wands is. It's like a crush, a small crush. Alrighty. So I'm going to do your sex magic cards. All right. What do we have for Cancer? Oh, this one already want to fall out. Which this is the High Priestess upright. I'm going to say what each one means in a second. Again, this is the deck where like I have to look up what these means. But you got the Death card in reverse, which this one I know is about abandonment or needing to abandon something. Okay, give me 2 more cards. This is for Cancer for July 2020. Okay, you have this popping out. Judgment. All right, and give me one more. Give me one more. Oh, this one. Okay. And then you got the 9 of Wands. Okay, so I'm going to go through and say which each one means. Let's see. What number is that? It's literally 2. Sorry. Okay, so the High Priestess, she's about waiting. Everything is already written in the book of destiny. The magic procedure requires knowledge and patience while waiting for a change within you. So like I said, some of you do need to spend time self-reflecting. That's why I said introspective time. You need to take time to yourself and think, heal, kind of maybe really think about what you want, what direction you want to go in. But either way, it's kind of like, you know, the universe, God, romance angels, archangels, the elements, they are higher power is essentially working on for things to be moving where they're supposed to be. So even if it feels stuck and stuff right now, you gotta have patience and wait for it. The next card, okay, I was right. Death card in reverse. So this card is usually about abandonment, but because it's in reverse, I'm going to say maybe, you were coming out of a situation of feeling abandoned, or the person you're dealing with is coming out feeling that way. And this card is about temporary abstinence from sex reinforces your desire. A relationship undergoing a transformation, even the end of things must be accepted serenely. So some of you may be coming out of a period where, you weren't really maybe having a lot of sex, blah, blah, blah. That's maybe kind of why your relationship is going to an end, or is already coming to an end before you stopped having sex. But, some of you, I would say some of you, yes, have accepted that things are ending. It's time to let it go. And you're being peaceful and kind of like accepting this is the way it should be. Others of you are not, and you need to embrace that, okay? All right, and then you have Judgment, upright, which this is about love at first sight. Sound changes the level of the spirit. The unexpected burst forth to transform a stagnant situation. So like I said, some of you may be very stagnant and stuck right now, but you need to have patience. You need to wait. You need to really think about all the things you want. Again, really take time to think about things, because things are going to change them. They might change very unexpectedly. And the last one was the Nine of Wands, right? Let me double check. Yes, so this is what it looks like. And, ooh, Nine of Wands. But it says Nine of Wands, right? Yeah. Nine of Wands is about caressing. And it says, when a situation is suspended or blocked by doubt, you must hurry to resolve it because it cannot go on forever. So again, if you are in a situation that like the only reason why things aren't really moving and going anywhere is because you or the other person is kind of doubting it and doesn't think anything's going to happen, you need to snap out of that quickly, because things are going to pass you by if not, or they're going to pass them by if not. So Romance Angels time. All right. Romance Angels, what do we have for Cancers for July 2020? Oh, that one to fall out. You deserve love. You are lovable. Yes. Cancers. You are. Please don't ever forget that. Just because, you are lovable. You deserve love. You deserve all types of love. You deserve romantic love, platonic love, love from family. You deserve it all, baby. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Yeah. Look, it's okay to ask your friends for advice and, get advice from people, for people to want to help you and extend a hand. Like, it's okay. Okay. Your next one is healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So some of you may need to, you don't actually have to talk to your parents if they were toxic and stuff to you, but just kind of be like, they did what they did. I deserve better. I forgive them. They may not come back into my life, but I'm moving on. For others of you, maybe your parents really are good people and they didn't mean to hurt you, but they kind of scarred you still. And you have to be like, what? My parents were doing their best that they could. They still kind of messed up. It still hurt me, but I'm, going to heal and let go from this so that I can be in healthier situations. Whichever situation applies to you, please heal that. And some of you may be in a position where you can actually talk to your family and work things through. For those of you who can do that, that is wonderful and amazing, For others of you, you kind of have to do it on your own, unfortunately. And your last one is chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So for some of you, you may have someone you kind of coming out of nowhere and like sparking these new feelings and chemistry for you. Or you may already be in a situation where there's lots of chemistry, But you guys are kind of being like, I don't know, butt heads about it. All right. Now we're going to do notes from the universe. Notes for the universe. What do we have for Cancers? For July 2020. What do we have for Cancers for July 2020? Okay. You know what to do. And it says, in all battles of the heart over mind, go with your heart, because truly it's a lot easier for your mind to catch up with your heart than for your heart to catch up with your mind. A whole lot. And then it has a little heart and it says, not that I don't love your mind, the universe. Okay. Yeah, some of you are very much not following your heart right now, and you're letting, oh no. Sorry, like, freaking 5 cards just fell. Okay. Alright, let me try to get back up on my bed without my tripod falling over. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. Oh, sorry. If you saw my thighs, I apologize. I apologize. Okay. Now. I need some more notes from the universe for Cancer for July 2020. Okay, come on. Okay. All right, you have they chose you. And then it says, you might not really believe this. It might even spook you a bit. But there are those who choose this very lifetime in large part knowing you'd be there. Now that's what we call a reputation. Hugs, the universe. Hey, look. If you're in a good situation and someone chose you, or, like, if it's a good situation, don't doubt it. If it, remember, I said if it's a good situation, stop doubting it. Okay. Give me some more. Give me 2 more notes from the universe. I think I've been doing like 3 for everyone else, but Cancer, you get more. Someone's gonna be like, Brittany plays favorite with Cancers, and then we'll look at my Twitter and be like, oh, maybe she doesn't. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear that. I kind of moved away from camera. Dwell on what you love. And the back says, asking someone to change is like pruning a tree. Neither will ever be the same again. Scarier still is that you can't quite know in what new directions they'll grow. I wouldn't change a leaf on you, the universe. And then you have those you love you. To be beautiful in the eyes of another, simply forget they're watching. Tally ho, the universe. And the last one is see me in their eyes. And then the back says, whenever conferring with another, either face to face or across the miles, whether a human being, departed spirit, or sentient tree, always speak to the highest within them. It makes such a difference. Amen, the universe. P.S. Yes, as if some trees weren't sentient. Glad you caught that. Okay. Well, Cancers, like I said, don't be in a situation where you are accepting less than what you deserve. Don't be putting someone else in a situation where they are accepting less than what they deserve. If you are scared to find new love, it's okay. It's going to work out. Take your time to think about what you want and heal, because things are definitely coming towards you and things are going to get better. I think your last month was a big doozy, so I kind of think like for some of you it's kind of coming out of that energy And now reminding yourself that you are lovable and you deserve good things, and you gotta maybe have patience for the new beginning to start, but like things are gonna get better for you, Cancer. I believe that. All right, Cancers, have a good July 2020. Until next month, see ya.